national. I'm an American national. I am here by special appearance only, held against my will, under duress, in false imprisonment, and under false arrest.
Very good. This is State of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubus, case number 23 TR 2777. The state appears by Jared Regier. Mr. Dubus appears from the custody of the Butler County Jail. All parties are appearing by Zoom. Mr. Dubus, you're here for a first appearance. Do you have a copy of your charges?
I am, my honor, Mr. Crum. I am here by special appearance under duress.
You've already been through that. I'm going to read your charges to you. In count one, it alleges that on August 17th, 2023, you did then and there unlawfully operate a motor vehicle on a highway of this state without having a valid driver's license. That is no valid driver's license, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Count two, alleged.
Your Honor, I was not operating a motor vehicle. I was operating my private conveyance. Not for hire, not for commercial use, not transporting passengers or product for hire. The courtroom instantly tensed up as Mr. Dubose launched into a long sovereign citizen-style argument about black text case law, Supreme Court rulings, and the legal definitions of driver, operator, and automobile. He insisted deputies blocked him from bringing in documents that would supposedly prove he was innocent. But before he could continue, the judge cut him off cold. Mr. Dubose, I'm going to stop you right there. The judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf and made it clear that if he wanted to present those theories, he could do it later in front of the assigned judge. Then came the awkward moment that stunned the courtroom. When asked if he could hire an attorney, Dubose proudly declared, "I'm sui juris. I'm not a ward of the state." The judge's response was immediate. "Okay, then you can hire your own attorney. Hashtag courtroom drama, hashtag sovereign citizen, hashtag judge, hashtag legal drama, hashtag Judge Webster, hashtag court fails, hashtag law and crime, hashtag court cam, hashtag justice, hashtag viral court, hashtag police body cam, hashtag courtroom moments, hashtag sui juris, hashtag legal trouble, hashtag true crime." Tags. Courtroom drama. Sovereign citizen fails. Judge shuts down defendant. Private conveyance argument. Sui juris court. Viral courtroom clip. Legal drama. Court cam moments. Judge destroys argument. Law and crime network. Courtroom meltdown. Traffic stop court case. Sovereign citizen in court. Judge reaction. Criminal court hearing.
Is that on August 17th, 2023, you're operating a motor vehicle, a 2003 Honda Accord, up on a highway or this state, East Fox Trail Street, Andover, Butler County, Kansas, while your vehicle was not registered. That's failed to register a vehicle. That's an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. Count three alleges you operated a motor vehicle on August 17th, 2023 in Butler County, Kansas, without having valid insurance. That's no proof of insurance. A Class B non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand your charges, Mr. Dubus?
No, I do not stand under these charges, and I would like to make it clear that I was not operating a motor vehicle. I was operating my private conveyance, not for hire, not for commercial use, not to transport passengers or products for hire. And if I was allowed to have my folder with black text case law in it to be brought here with me, as I asked Mr. Deputy Khalid Baraka.
Mr. Dubose tried everything to avoid the charge. He argued that he wasn't driving at all, claiming he was merely traveling in a private conveyance outside commercial law. He even referenced multiple Supreme Court decisions he claimed would prove that licenses and vehicle laws didn't apply to him. But the judge had heard enough. Before the speech could continue any further, the judge interrupted with a calm but devastating response. "We're going to set this over. if you want to present this stuff, you can present it to Judge Webster. The courtroom exchange only got stranger from there. Prosecutors claimed Dubose refused to provide a valid address during questioning, while Dubose objected and argued his address was non-domestic. The judge wasn't buying it. Bond was set at $2,500 cash or surety, and Dubose looked stunned when he realized it was not an or bond. "So I need a cosigner?" he asked. The answer, either cash or a bondsman. Hashtag judge fails, hashtag sovereign citizen, hashtag courtroom drama, hashtag court cam, hashtag legal news, hashtag Judge Webster, hashtag lawtube, hashtag viral courtroom, hashtag justice system, hashtag police encounter, hashtag courtroom clip, hashtag true crime community, hashtag legal chaos, hashtag court fails, hashtag traffic court. Tags: sovereign citizen court fail, judge shuts down defendant, courtroom confrontation, not a motor vehicle argument, viral court clip, law and crime, judge reaction, courtroom chaos, legal argument gone wrong, court hearing drama, criminal justice, court cam, defendant meltdown, bond hearing, judge destroys sovereign citizen.
And he refused. I would be able to prove to you with black text case law what the Supreme Court rulings from multiple different cases have stated about the definition of a driver, an operator, a motor vehicle, an automobile, what a conveyance is, and their decisions, aka, my bad, the Supreme Court's decisions.
All right, Mr. Douglas, I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you, and we're going to set this over. If you want to present this stuff, you can present it to Judge Webster, who's going to be assigned to your case. Are you going to be able to hire an attorney?
I'm sui juris, so I'm not a ward of the state.
Okay, then you can hire your own attorney. Mr. Regier, do you have a recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, 2,500 cash or surety with all standard conditions. Also, in reviewing the affidavit, it would appear that when this is alleged that when the defendant was questioned by the deputy, he reviewed.
The courtroom went silent after Mr. Dubose proudly declared, "I'm sui juris. I'm not a ward of the state." Moments earlier, he had been passionately arguing that he wasn't operating a motor vehicle at all, but instead a private conveyance protected under constitutional rights. He claimed Supreme Court rulings backed him up and complained deputies prevented him from bringing legal paperwork into court. But the judge stayed completely unfazed. Rather than debating constitutional theories, the court moved directly to bond conditions. Prosecutors alleged Dubose refused to provide a valid physical address, while Dubose insisted he did provide one, just not a domestic address. The judge quickly ruled that any bondsman would require a real physical address before release. Then came the reality check, $2,500 cash or surety bond. No exceptions, no lecture, no debate. Hashtag courtroom drama, hashtag sovereign citizen fails, hashtag judge, hashtag court cam, hashtag legal drama, hashtag true crime, hashtag justice, hashtag courtroom moments, hashtag judge reaction, hashtag bond hearing, hashtag law and crime, hashtag traffic stop, hashtag viral clip, hashtag court fails, hashtag legal arguments. Tags: judge versus sovereign citizen, sui juris argument, courtroom fail compilation, judge reaction viral, bond hearing courtroom, legal theory rejected, sovereign citizen speech, court cam footage, law 2 clips, courtroom moments, traffic court drama, constitutional argument fail, judge shuts down defendant, criminal hearing, legal chaos.
He refused to provide a valid address or any further information. That's quoting directly from the affidavit. I'm not sure if the court wants to make any special orders along those lines or not.
I object. I provided a valid address. It's just a non-residential address, or a residential address that is non-domestic. And he refused to accept my proper address or my mailing address.
Well, I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety. You'll need to provide a valid physical address to a bondsman if you wish to make bond, Mr. Dubas. All right. Is there anything else, Mr. Regier, on this case?
Nothing from the state's perspective, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Dubus, you are excused.
Hold on. Is it an OR bond or?
No, it's a cash or surety bond.
Okay, so I need a cosigner.
You can put up $2,500 in cash, or you can make arrangements with a bondsman.
What started as a routine hearing turned into a bizarre legal showdown when Mr. Dubose insisted he was not driving a motor vehicle, only operating a private conveyance. He attempted to cite Supreme Court rulings and black text case law to argue that licensing laws didn't apply to him because he wasn't engaged in commerce.